And while they were here, they always wore masks.
It's saving lives and keeping people out of the hospital than the vaccines, which are doing exactly what they were designed to do, which is preventing serious illness, hospitalizations, and death.
I'm going to quickly debunk this martial arts meme that I've seen going around the internet, where they are making fun of traditional martial artists. Basically trying to make it seem like martial artists are just lame and they make being able to beat people up something that's ridiculous. It's just another way to take a jab at traditional martial arts. Anything that's, not Eurocentric, and make it seem like it can't possibly work because it doesn't, foster false aggression. So if you look at the graphic here, you see martial artists and you got some kid in a weirdly proportioned uniform, walking slumped over, looks like he has no confidence. This is martial artist, scared of getting hit, violence only as a last resort, tries to resolve issues peaceably, predictable moveset, somehow makes kicking butt lame. Yeah, okay, let's go through these one at a time. Scared of getting hit. You should be scared of getting hit, because if you get hit a lot, that damage is going to show up in old age. Why do you need to get hit all the time in order to learn how to fight? And if you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, I do, because I took boxing lessons and I've sparred with harder contact. I've sparred full contact and I've been in a few real fights. Do you know what they did when I was taking boxing lessons, which, according to the internet would be the realest form of combat training on earth for civilians, next to, of course, MMA? We did a lot of drill work. We didn't spend our time being hit all the time. And those of us who listened to the coach and did a lot of the drill work that he told us to do and did the light sparring that he told us to do, we did well in our matches. I only lost my match because of points, but they took the winner of the match out on a stretcher. I walked out of the ring on my own power. They probably would have, if I stayed there, changed the decision of the match, but I just left because it was just a bucket list thing for me. Violence only as a last resort. It should be. Because if not, you're going to jail. If you jump to solving all your conflicts with violence as the first thing, you're going to jail, or you're going to get shot or stabbed, or you're going to get beat up by somebody that's more violent than you are, or them and their friends. Why should violence be the first thing that you resort to? It just doesn't make any sense. This whole meme flies in the face of common sense. It flies to tough guy insecurity. That's what it flies to. All right. Tries to resolve issues peaceably. Of course you should. Just like violence is the last resort. That's what we need in this world. This world needs more peace. It always has, and I'm afraid it always will. I mean, if you think you should solve every problem with high kicks or uppercuts or, ground and pound, they're going to put you in a cage full of people where if you don't do what they say, what the guards say, then they're going to resolve things with violence. And how would you like that? You wouldn't. And not only that, man, you need to, instead of just the whole fear of going to jail thing, if you're violent all the time, you're just going to end up being isolated, because people who have morals and character and who actually would care about you don't want to be around a person that's violent all the time. They just don't. They don't want to be hurt. They worry about their own safety. Predictable moveset. The only way you can really be sure of predicting a martial artist's movements is if you study their style. And that's not even necessarily a guarantee, because people are different. In order to truly be able to say you can guarantee beating martial artists, you will have to study the martial arts yourself, even if it's self-study or informally. I mean, I used to think that, oh yeah, I beat up some people that took karate, and I never took karate. And I was wrong. Because as I got older, I remembered I took some martial arts training when I was a toddler. I took some judo, and I got exposed to some karate, and I got exposed to some boxing when I was very little. I just didn't remember it. And I got exposed to some more karate from a guy that used to visit a lady that lived 2 houses away from me. Just because I didn't have on pajamas at the time, well, you know, making fun of the uniform myself. Just because I didn't have on a uniform doesn't mean I wasn't learning something that was martial. So that's a bunch of ridiculous crap and junk. And yeah, it's really, you have to know something about it in order to be able to say that it's predictable. And it somehow makes kicking butt lame. No. This meme was most likely created by somebody that just wants to be able to do whatever they want with no real consequences. And if you follow this type of idea where you just want to be able to do whatever you want, you think you're just going to go around kicking butt, taking names, that's only going to work for a while until you run into somebody that's got more literal firepower than you, or you end up in handcuffs, or you end up alienating people around you who would care about you, but they don't want to be around you because you're always fighting and doing something violent all the time. Because people who really care about themselves and who want to live in peace don't want to be around unpeaceable people. So go ahead and follow this type of meme if you want to. It's just setting you up for a life that I can tell you, I don't think you want. Well, maybe you do, but I certainly don't. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share it so people like to talk about the martial arts and peace. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.